Hey guys, Kristina Nikols with Catie from Simple Young. We're here at the Conscious Expo in Los Angeles. Catie, tell us a little bit about your company.
Simply Young is an evidence-based longevity products company, and all of our products that are consumables, we use actual plant foods in their whole form, so that and as organic as possible. And they all have research on it showing the efficacy and what they can do for you. And many of our products have actually been in studies from Cedars-Sinai to Bastyr College, and found incredible results on them and how they can help people. Everyday things from bone loss to heart challenges to diabetes, so many different things, but the things that people need every day, and it's food. Basically, we need to go back to our gardens.
And what inspired you to create your company?
Well, I have a rare genetic blood disorder, and also I got Lyme disease. And I literally was so sick, and I'd given it to my children, and they said my son would die by the age of 2, so I was trying to save his life. And I ended up not only saving his life, but it saved my life. I had written my will, and I ended up being on the front page of the LA Times and everything, so it was pretty amazing.
Oh my gosh, I know we're supposed to keep the interview short, but I'm like, I want to hear like all the details and how it started. And
so amazing, yeah. Well, and it's interesting because I would look at my son and see, like, he would shake uncontrollably like a kid on crack. His eyes were paralyzed open and his heart was enlarged, and he actually had a brain tumor. So I started looking at all of that and seeing what foods might be beneficial to the different symptoms that he had, and it worked, and it really worked. And
so you started researching, you figured out these, and then you started creating your own mixes?
My own formulations, and I realized that when we were taking regular supplements, that we would get all this calcification in us, and it didn't seem to help. And so I thought, there's got to be something better than that, And so I thought, well, how do they make like vitamin C? Because I used to work with Linus Pauling at the Norris Cancer Center and Norman Cousins, and I always knew that vitamin C was so important for almost every disease, but in particular for cancer and heart disease. And so I thought, well, it's got to help me then. It's got to help us. And so I realized that most of the vitamin C on the market, how they make it, they take the sugar from genetically modified corn or palm fruit or whatever, and then they use acetone, which people take their nail polish off with, and I'm thinking, and even Cornell University says that will only fight free radical damage once, whereas a whole plant food, vitamin C, will fight free radical damage over and over and deeper in the body. And so that's why we have such amazing results, because we find the most therapeutic, the highest source of nutrition in superfoods, and we create these amazing foods that people can have, like our brain chai latte has been so amazing. In particular, helping with autistic children in reversing the Brain Berry Boost, and the Brain Chai Latte has been helping them reverse the symptoms that they're having, and it's absolutely like a miracle, So it's pretty incredible.
And is this your son here today?
No, my son actually is in San Diego State University. He's 20 years old.
He's 20 years old.
And he ended up playing in the World Cup when he was 11 years old, and for the United States, and it's so amazing.
Oh, proud mommy.
Yeah. Anyway, so
you saved him and yourself, which is an amazing story. And so for people who are new to this product and are just like, oh my God, where do I begin? Where do they begin?
Well, they would actually probably grab one of our catalogs, because it basically kind of gives you symptoms of deficiencies. So
you actually have formulas based on what your personal needs are. It's not like a general.
No, I mean, we have everything from our whole plant food vitamin C, longevity C, and we have green superfoods that help increase your nitric oxide and increase circulation tremendously. We've got our calcium that Cedars-Sinai did a study on, the longevity calcium shake, the organic toffee and organic cocoa nana, that literally, they not only did they do a study on it, they found that there was almost 11% increase in bone mass in some of the worst bone breaks, especially in the hip area. Incredible. You never see that. As a matter of fact, I've never seen a study, and I wrote my book, The Truth About Calcium, and there was never a study that I could find that even had that close, anything close to that. So we know that the foods are our best medicine, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. And this system right here, your water system?
Yes. Well, the water system's pretty amazing, because what it can do is, most water systems on the market, they don't purify the water. So you're taking toxic tap water that's got hexane chromium 6 that's in almost 75% of the water right now. You've got fluoride, which is 3 times in California, and it's horrific, and we know it's linked to cancers. Well, this is able to purify and pull out all of those things, and almost every bit of that, which is really incredible. Then we remineralize it with natural earth minerals that are really cool, because the earth minerals, there's a whole spectrum of minerals that our body needs, and so they're very bioavailable, and it goes in there, and then we use different earth elements like tourmaline and magnetic fields, and so we ionize and alkalinize the water, and a lot of companies do that, but we go even further, and we create the smallest molecule in the world, the hydrogen molecule. And there are over 1,200 studies on this hydrogen, and the ability to go in and open up the cell. When you open up the cell, now you can clean the cell, you can strengthen the cell, nourish, help heal and rejuvenate the cell, and that's crucial, because if you can't hydrate a cell, you can't clean it, you can't strengthen it, you can't nourish it, and you can't regenerate it. And so most people have spent their entire life being dehydrated, and we know that the majority of the population is walking around dehydrated with headaches and migraines and backaches, and they don't even know all these challenges could be linked to a dehydration.
How can people, is there a website that they can go to learn more about all your products?
Yes, they can go to www.simplyyoung.com.